Yo, I don't know. Or I mean, I do know. That's what this video is on, but um, it wasn't on purpose. Definitely wasn't on purpose. You know, I guess I do have a habit of bad memory and whatnot, but that date, your birthday, uh, was definitely on my notes, but wasn't on my calendar. Was no ill intent or anything like that. But I think you're trying to move on. And me doing this whole big text or voice call or a video call about it, I don't know. I think it's moving backwards. I know you're moving on. I'm moving on. And I'm not caught up or sad or anything or mad or petty or anything. I just genuinely forgot. And to say, "Oh, happy birthday" after 2 weeks is that crazy? You kind of set the pace for how we're moving now, and I don't know, trying to apologize and everything like that. I feel like is counterproductive on what the mission you were trying to set and like doing all this shit and ending things. So I don't know. I feel weird about like apologizing about it, because I don't want you to move backwards. Um, but I do feel sorry, you know, coming back from Houston and then seeing your post. I was like, oh shit, forgot to say it. Oops. And I know if roles were reversed, if my birthday was earlier, like, I'm like 75 to 85% sure you would have said happy birthday. But time has passed, and like, I don't know, saying it now and then doing all this shit is like, you want to move on. And I feel like me coming to my senses and being like, oh shit, is like not productive in that, and helping you do that. Um, you know, if you do end up wishing me a happy birthday, I'm gonna send this to you. It's gonna be weird because you're gonna see a whole channel full of shit, but it's like my form of therapy. You have your therapist, I have myself. I need to get a therapist actually. I was actually thinking about hitting you up to kind of get your plug. I mean, it's not really a plug. You're using literally the fucking what is it, the state health whatever, um Medi-Cal or whatever. It's not really a plug, but I was trying to figure out how to get my shit situated like yours. So I gotta have a therapist or whatnot. But I don't know. I guess sometimes I could be hyper independent and not asking for help or not asking for forgiveness or not asking for a lot of shit. But I think that's why we are where we are now. Hope everything is cool. Your friend and my friend, I guess, are doing this. I guess is like a friends with benefits thing. It's weird. I don't get it. Like, they went on like a little friend date thing together. That was kind of crazy. Not crazy, but I was caught off guard. I was like, so what are y'all doing? But everybody grown. I don't give a damn. It is what it is. But I wish you the best in life. I actually took a picture of like this yard sale thing. Fuck it, this is the first time I'm really editing on this channel too. I usually don't edit. It's just a video, but I'll edit it just so I'm not lying. I took a picture of this yard sale thing. Wanted to send it to you, but like I said, I'm just afraid of moving backwards and like ruining this whole process you started of like moving on from me. And like, yeah, I know you were like praying for us to be friends and everything like that, which sounds good and like sounds wonderful on paper, but I don't think that's true. Like, I don't think that can genuinely work. A friendship after a whole relationship, and especially if you were to get into something afterwards or during, it's just like it makes it weird, and I wouldn't want you to choose. And to be genuinely honest, I'm talking to somebody right now, so it's like shit. If I was still with you, I wouldn't be trying to be homies with my ex. You feel me? And even though like there is an ex before you that like we kind of ended in cool terms, we're not as close as we was, and I think that's just a part of growing up and me understanding that things are kind of right time, right place. And if I'm talking to somebody, I would want to respect all the boundaries and whatnot. Like, I'd give you the same respect, so I'd have to give her the same respect too, you know? So there's no shade, like, or whatever. Like, if I still see you in person, it's still gonna be all smiles and shit. Hopefully. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody I've told was like, oh yeah, she's not fucking with you no more. You missed the birthday. She's not fucking with you no more, which is understandable. Um, you know, and shit. If I'm being genuinely honest, without all the bullshit, without all the like smiling just for your sake, I sometimes think you leave the door open for me, in the sense of like you'd be okay with us getting back together if I were to put in the extra effort, or if I were to like, you know, I'm better this time, oh, da, da, da. Which is okay, but like, I don't know, I can't do the back and forth. And I'm not necessarily saying like you full blown out said like I'd get back with you, but I could just sense it. Like, you're kind of leaving the door open for a reason. And today is June 10th. It's 1:57 p.m. And currently that door has probably been closed after your birthday hit. But yeah. Yeah. Uh that was just what I was feeling. And understandably so. That door is now closed. I mean, I haven't tried opening it, and like out of respect for you and the person I'm talking to, I'm not trying to open it or like play with nobody's emotions and shit. But it's just something I sensed, and you know, you could either say, "Oh yeah, it's true," or "You're tripping," but it was just something I sensed. And shit, another thing too, shit, for on this topic, it's two things actually. When I had asked you for the, you know, what were the highs and lows in our relationship, and what were what were the good things and the bad things you'll take into like future situations, you only brought up the bad. And I think that was another reason for me to like move on, because like I thought of the good and the bad, but you solely thought of the bad. And that's okay. That's your mindset, and it's different from mine, and kind of goes back to what you kind of started this all with. We're just two different people. We're not meant for each other. And, you know, I still think back, but it's time to move on. So if you do end up wishing me happy birthday, I appreciate you. I love you. I said it, fuck it. And thank you. But yeah, yeah. What's the other thing? I had two things. That was one. What was the other thing? I think I already told you that. Like, I felt like you were trying to have your cake and eat it too, like break up with me. But then, like, this whole friendship thing, you're still calling me like the pet names, the babe, the baby, and shit, and like, which is cool. No, it's not cool. I can't do both, and I can't do half-ass it. Like, we're either together or not, and if we're not together, we can't play around like that. And I think I already told you that, but I'm just getting everything off my chest now. It is what it is. I'm about to go to work in an hour, but thank you if you do say happy birthday. If you don't, And if you just stumble upon this, fuck, that's gonna be awkward. But yeah, bye.